Good morning, good morning, good morning, all of my great trade geniuses out there. Welcome back to another special episode today of Trade Genius Live. I am your host and the brand ambassador of the hedge fund prop firm, Trend Genius. Today is going to be very epic. We got somebody very, very special that'll be gracing us with their presence. So I'm definitely excited for today. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. All right, let me send out one more notification since we are live. Boom. All right, there it is. All right, y'all. Well, good morning, and let's run through it. Y'all know how I like to do it. Blunt Machete, good morning. Ty, happy Wednesday. Regina, good morning. Mike, good morning. Sin, good morning. Dee Dee, good morning. Miss T and her 3, good morning. Oh, I like that. Soul Soother, morning all. Like that. Morbid Drifter, good morning. V Brewer, good morning. Yeah, it did. I think it's Twilin, I think I'm saying that correct. Hopefully I'm saying it right. If not, forgive me for butchering your name. Good morning, Serena. Good morning. Spiff Stick, Grand Risings. Spiff Stick, appreciate you. Appreciate that super chat. Let's get that up on there. Spiff Stick, appreciate that. My guy, for real. Appreciate you. Welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. For real. And T. Pruitt, my brother, good morning. Tamika, good morning. Big Cam, Texas, good morning. Jedwar, yo. Britt, happy hump day. Jay Royal, big day. Absolutely. Sneehall, my sister, good morning. Jazz Rich, good morning. Yes, I'm excited too. I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I'm super excited. I ain't gonna lie. I got a little nerves going. I got a little nerves going. I ain't gonna even lie. Corbs, good morning. JR, buenos dias, hermano. ¿Qué tal? Miss Impress, greetings. Moodinator, good morning. Yeah, I'm definitely excited as well, y'all. For real. Terry Layton, amazing morning. A. Perry Trades, good morning. Todd, my brother, good morning. Mr. Riddler, good morning. Mystic Flame, top of the morning, beautiful people. Edom, good morning. Mr. Toussaint, what's good, y'all? Drip in the building. What's up, my brother? Bodovan, good afternoon. That's what's up. Yeah, y'all. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know how we do. We're going to be able to get possibly maybe take a trade today, as well as we'll have our guest going to be coming on probably around in about another hour or so, right around close to almost towards the end of the stream. You know what I'm saying? Gives us time to get through what we're going to get through. Nick said, who's a special guest? You got to hang on, my brother. You got to hang on with us. Yeah, it's we can't reveal it. It's top, Nick's is top secret. But yeah, brother, you have to hang in. You have to hang in with us. Let's see here. I think that's Braco Ferguson. Good morning. To Telly, good morning. What did I miss? What big day? You didn't miss anything. Yeah, guest. Yep. Special guest today. So you're good. You're right on time. You didn't miss anything, my guy. You're right on time. All right, cool. Can't spill the beans just yet. Yeah, can't. I gotta be, gotta have, some excitement. I'm excited. Look, I know when I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, seriously. Like, I'm super excited. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This will be this will mark a major milestone. This will be Queen Honey Mama. I don't know, Queen Honey Mama. It could be Canary. I mean, who knows? I don't know. I really don't know. You're gonna have to tune in to see. But yeah, today marks a major milestone for the channel. This will be our first interview. Actually, what is this? Episode 80, right? I think this is episode 80. Yeah, I think this is episode 80. So Excuse me. I'm very, very excited for today. Like I said, this marks a major, Josh Threats. What's up, my guy? What's up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I've been thinking about you. For real, for real. I haven't seen you in a minute. And I was like, that's what's up, bro. It's good to see you. It's funny that you came to pass. You know what I'm saying? Pivot Point, good morning, good morning, good morning. Would Queen Honey Mama say happy new day to all the suspenses? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, like I said, this marks a major milestone for the channel. This will be our first interview. And I wanted the first interview to be, to be the jump off for any interviews, to come after this. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like the first 2, 3, interviews need to be, it should, how would I say? It's the jump off. So it should be epic, right? So that's why I waited. Like I do have 3 other people outside of these first couple interviews that I want to do that I could have interviewed, but I slid that to the back on purpose because I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? Be able to, just do it right. You know what I'm saying? Like I always feel like you got to have, we always talk about this with traders, right? So there's always a strategy for the strategy, right? We talk about this, right? For real, for real. Mr. Q Israel, good day. My brother, George Powell, good day. Yo, Coach, Mr. Cologne, yo, Coach, the Trading Journal video was rocking. Everyone's check it out. And also hit the like button. That's correct. Let's get the likes up. We got 76 viewers. We got 30 likes. Please, let's get the likes up. But yeah, I dropped, my team finally dropped the, I ain't gonna say finally. My team dropped the journaling video. I think it was a good one. Definitely take from it what you need. And I would say, just, you know what I mean? Like it should get you all the way on point with your journaling. There shouldn't be no issues. Have it be canary. Q, hey y'all. All right, let's jump to news real quick. Let me screen share and allow that. All right, cool. Wednesday. So we had some orange folder at 5:30. We know Trump is speaking at 6:30, so we're definitely going to err on the side of caution. And we have yellow folder at 7. I don't think that's going to be too much. Yellow folder really doesn't do too much. Y'all know that. And then we have FOMC. We have red folder FOMC today, of course. So that's going to be at 11 a.m. Remember, you guys, these times are in Pacific Standard Time Zone because I'm in LA. So just keep that in mind. But with that stated, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what we're dealing with today. But yeah, that's where we are. That's where we are. Let's see here. What we got. Got my first payout today, 1,200. All praises to the Most High. Shout out to Mr. Q Israel. That's dope, bro. First payout of 1,200. That ain't nothing to shake a stick at. That's fire, my brother. I'm assuming you got whatever you had to get straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to you, my guy. For real. So let's go ahead and jump to the charts. We have about 4 minutes before the open. Let's go ahead and do our daily buy, something that y'all know we do every day. So anyone that's new to the channel, this is a little cheat code on how we get somewhat of an idea. So good morning. We get an idea of possibly what price may do in the New York session. Remember, this is just a bias. It's not a prediction, and we're not married to this bias. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mark out, these are times from last night. You can look right here. It shows you what are we doing. So just match this to your particular time zone. So we're marking out 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. and then we're marking out 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. So this section represents Asia. This section represents London. It's not the full session, as I always state this every day, because I don't make sure no one gets confused, but it's a portion of Asia session, and this is a portion of London session. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to see if London took out Asia highs and or Asia lows. All right, so let's go identify Asia's highs and lows. So we know right here, this is the lowest point Asia went within this section. So this will be, we'll consider this the low. We consider this candle right here the high. And what we're trying to do, we're matching that to see if London took out, like I said, Asia highs and or Asia lows. So just by looking at this, we can see that the lowest point London made in this little section right here in this time frame is here, and this will be, this will be London high. So with that stated, London did take out Asia highs, but did not take out Asia lows. So with that stated, we look for New York session to possibly be bullish. Once again, we're not married to this. Anything can change this. News can change this. Just the market in general. Somebody talking, somebody tweeting. Anything can change this. So with that stated, just keep that in mind. It's not a prediction. It's just, how would I say? Like I said, it's a bias. It's a gauging point. That'll be the best thing I can say. It's a gauging point. That'll be the best thing. And like I said, we're not married to this. It doesn't mean that because London took out Asia highs that the market is just going to be bearish. Going to be bullish. That's not what that means. It's a bias. It's a gauging point. It's something for us to look at, something for us to consider. All right. So let's see here. We got 1 minute before the market opens, or about 30 seconds. And let's see what we get. And we know we have also Trump speaking. So let me just hit this real quick. Let me see what Financial Juice talking about. Oh, so watch live high stakes meeting with India's Modi. So that's the talk that's the speech he's gonna be having. So that's going on right now. Let me jump to the 1 minute because I was on the 5, and let's see what we get. Today I'm gonna be very, very, today all of us need to be very, very patient. All right, market just opened, and let's see what we get. Where are we at? Let me just check, make sure I'm good, make sure I got what I need. All right, that'll be 5 if I do decide to take a trade. Let's see here. Let's see what we get. Let's see what the market gives us. Thank y'all. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right, so we have market structure shift to the downside. So let's see if we can get a fair value gap. And if we do, I'm going to take the short towards this target, towards this daily level. Let's see. That will be all I'll be taking today. Possibly that'll be all I'll be taking today, but we'll see. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. All right, so we definitely got our market structure shift. Let's see if this candle can hold, and we can hold this. If this candle can close and hold, and we can get this fair value gap, and then we will enter in at the bottom of this fair value gap. This is one of our strategies that we take during the day. So let's see. It's actually setting up. So I'll probably take partials right here at this previous swing low, and just kind of go from there. So we'll see. We'll see what we got. Risk is not too bad. Let's see here. What's that? What does it say? 86 to 27. So like 40 something points, 100 something ticks. Yeah, that's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. All right. So if this candle closes, I'll be placing my limit order right here. What's the top of this candle? High would be, entry is 487.25. 487.25. And that will be a sell limit. All right, cool. So that's set. Going to set my stop loss at the high of this candle, which will be 35.28. Actually, I'm going to set it to the high of this candle, which will be 35.32.25. 532.25. 532.25. And that'll be my buy stop. All right, cool. So all parameters are set right now. So let's see what we get. Let's see. I'm going in on 5 micros. It's about 32 and what is that? 32 and 13. 45 points times 4. That's 180 ticks. Not too bad. So we'll see what we get. Hopefully price will come back and tap us in. If not, no harm, no foul. So possibly could take off without us. Let's see what we get. All right. Well, you know what? While that is rocking, let's go here. And let's set that. All right, set up on both sides. And while that's rocking, let's go ahead and we have 86 viewers, 41 likes. Let's get the likes up, y'all. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. Just a couple of clicks. All right, so let's go ahead and get this mental muscle rocking while that is doing what it do. All right, all right, all right. Now, let's see here. Let me cue it up real quick. So, question of the day today is, how do fear and greed show up in NQ trading, and how do you fight them? How do fear and greed show up in NQ trading, and how do you fight them? And I'm sure a lot of us deal with this, so it's definitely something that we definitely need to, how would I say, talk about. And remember, y'all, we're dealing with a lot of process-driven questions and tips of the day today, right? So, how do fear and greed show up in NQ trading, and how do you fight them? Think about that. So, fear. Let's talk about that. Fear. What is fear? What is fear in trading? Anybody know? Anybody want to chime in? Revenge trades. Just log out of your accounts. True. That could be one of them, V Brewer. Absolutely. But what is fear? What is fear in trading, y'all? Like what do traders do in when it comes to like what actions do traders do that will let you know that they're fearful? Brick put FOMO, incorrect entries and exits. Definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. So with discipline and patience, we can fight with fear and greed. Absolutely. FOMO is fear. True. Absolutely. That is also fear. Mystic Flame, FOMO, that is very true. That is also fear. Come on, y'all. Let's engage. Let's engage. FOMO, missing a banger. Bro, I hate the fact your questions are based on my life. Breaking rules. Don't copy me. Missing out. Absolutely. What else, y'all? What else? Let's get some more points. What is greed? What's fear? What's greed? Fear, panic. Ta said closing out early, not putting in the entry. Good one. Moodinator, FOMO trades, revenge trading. Moving stop loss after it's set to strategy. Laser focused mind. That is a very, very good one. Absolutely. Absolutely. That is definitely fear. Drippy, over trading. That would be greed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bubble guts when you enter. Staring at the videos obsessively. Yes, absolutely. All right. So fear, taking profits too early, moving stops closer, freezing on entries. Pretty much everything that y'all said. Canceling a trade when it's starting to go against them. Absolutely. Absolutely. to reserve from losses to risk a reversal. Absolutely. Refusing to paper trade. Let's see here. Jumping into trades when you miss your entry. Trying to pay bills without any guidance. Fear is exiting the trade prematurely because you're afraid it's going to hit stop loss. So you close in drawdown to prevent further drawdown, but the trade ends up going in your favor. That's another good one. Absolutely. That would be greed. That would be definitely fear. We also have greed, right? Greed would be what? Holding too long, right? That would be greed. You know, not taking that base hit, just thinking you're going to hold all day, right? This would be greed. We're going to talk, I'm mentioning greed right now. Adding to losers, right? Trading outside of your plan. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much which is what? Not following your rules, right? So fear, once again, taking profits too early, moving stops too close, freezing on entries, and a lot of things that you guys said also. But think about this. What would be a good way to fight it? The first thing would be making sure you're following your rules, right? Making sure you're exercising discipline, right? Also, too, have a predefined parameter before entering, right? Having predefined parameters will do what? It'll remove the real-time emotions and the real-time emotional decisions, right? So just keep that in mind. So that is pretty much how, you know, we can fight them, which is all a part of discipline, right? Because having a predefined trade parameter is basically what you do every day when you show up on the charts. You know what I'm saying? That's why we do the same repetitive nature. It's a repetitive thing. It may seem or come across boring, but at the end of the day, it's not. It's a part of what we do as traders. So showing up the same way every day. That's why if y'all notice, we do the same thing every day when we start. We sit down. Today, we didn't get a chance to talk about our emotions, but y'all know I always ask y'all, how are y'all feeling? You know, what's your emotions, right? We talk about that. So you identify that, you're auditing that. Then the next thing you want to do is what? You want to check news, right? Then after you check news, then we do our daily bias, right? Just to give us an idea of what we're dealing with, you know, and of course, looking over the market, right? You should already have looked left. And when you get on a chart, don't just look at what the time frame is showing you. Look left, scroll back, see what overnight did. It'll give you an idea of how NQ is moving. Now, I know that overnight are prior sessions to our session, and I know our session, meaning New York session, moves a lot different, but still, it still gives you an idea of what, you know, of what's going on. So that's the best thing that I would advise anyone to do, and that's why we do this same thing every day. And it may, like I said, it may seem boring. It may seem, you know, dang, it's the same thing every day. It's the repetitive nature. We got to do the same things every day. Every day, the same things. So, you know, just keep that in mind. It's not boring. You know, we talked about this. Boredom is a state of mind, right? Boredom is a state of mind. So you have to, if you feel like it's boring, you have to tell yourself, like, this is not boring. This is a part of what I do. It's a part of being a trader. So sometimes, you know, you may have to tell yourself that or remind yourself, just so you understand that what you're doing every day is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And that repetitive nature is going to make you a process-driven trader versus a profit-driven trader. And that's what's most important. That part is focusing on your process. And it looks like we may get tapped in. So can't be taking trades blind. Absolutely. Can't do that. Cannot do that. Journal your feelings, acknowledge anxiety. Absolutely. And that's the other thing. Good point, pivot. Good point, pivot point. Patience. Patience. Patience can help cure a lot of things, right? If you think it's boring or you think you're bored or whatever, just be patient. You know, you got to be patient. It's another thing with this. You got to be patient. You can't be impulsive, right? You got to take what the market gives you. And all of that is a part of, all of it encompasses discipline, right? All of it. If we had a pot that was called discipline, all of those things would be inside that pot. When you think about it, all the things that we're talking about. So, you know, with that stated, there it is. You know what I mean? As far as how do fear and greed show up? We talked about that. We identified that, and how we fight them. We fight them through disciplines, through having a trading plan. All right. So looks like we're tapped in, and let's see what we get. Make sure. Yep. All my stop losses are up. Up. And on 5 micros, y'all saw that. We have a pretty decent risk. I'm gonna go ahead on and set my stop loss right now. I mean, my stop loss is set. Let me set my TP. Let's see here. Do a buy limit. I'll take 4 contracts there, and then I'll leave a runner. So let me jump back to screen share here, and look like it might be coming for us. So we'll see. We'll see. Either way, I'm good with my decision, and I will live with my results. I made sure I sized down correctly. I'm not putting my accounts in any kind of jeopardy, any kind of peril, or nothing like that. And yeah. Let's see here what we got. Great. I guess I just don't have any good fortune with copy traders. So TradeSync is not copying over. Set it up early. It's on point, on time. I don't know, y'all. All I can do is just, try to do what I do. But it's not even copying. So it is what it is. Might be going to the 405, dumping out throwing another copy trader on the freeway. So, all right. That took us out. 464, pay bills of 464. Hey, at least it was only in one account, but that's still horrible that my copy trader's not working. All right, cool. So with that said, I am done for the day. Let me go ahead and log out of my account. And as y'all can see, I was up it was up 51,900. So my accounts are still good. This is an eval that I'm working on. I'm about $1,540 away from passing it. So at the end of the day, this is why when you manage your risk and you don't over leverage, you leverage properly. How would I say? You still live to trade another day. Definitely, I knew it was FOMC day today. I know a lot of coaches aren't trading. I decided to trade. That was just my prerogative. That's what I wanted to do. But yeah, and like as I stated, and I live with those results. I'm good with it. So I'm done on that. Let me just check the 15-minute time frame. Oh, could get a 15-minute banger. I do believe price definitely wants to sell. At least that's what I believe. But at the end of the day, I'll leave it alone moving forward. I'll take my loss, put the Band-Aid on my little wound, on my little graze wound, and I'll keep it pushing. All right. My TF trade copy lost perfectly across my accounts. Yeah. Would you say, Ty, you don't like TradeSync? Yeah, bro. It's yeah. A lot of people have been having it. Yeah, it's let's see here. Marissa, welcome. Just tuning in. Did you sell or buy in Q? I sold. I was taking a sell towards, it was a strategy that I trade called the DS. And these are my targets. These pink lines are my targets. I actually have 4 of those. But of course, there's no way that I would take a buy up here. It's just too far. You know what I mean? That's over 300. That's over 330 points. You know what I mean? That's not, I was definitely shooting for price to sell and use this as a target to exit. Actually, I was using this as a target also. I was going to trim my position here before I went in on 5 micros. I was going to trim my position right here and leave a runner in and then let that runner just run. And basically, I probably would have ended up, depending on what price would have been doing, if price looked like it would have kept selling, I'd left it alone. But once it got here, if it started consolidating or it looked like it was going to reverse, basically on what I got from the candles, you know what I'm saying, from candle structure, then I probably would have maybe exited. But yeah, that was my ideology on my trade today. But welcome, Marissa. Glad you're here. Let's see here. Who was the special guest? Not yet. Special guest is be showing up. What's up, sis? Everyone thought the special guest was you. I told them I don't know. Sis, they was like, is it Canary? I've been using Apex. I found that when I click copy external orders in the properties, it works great in properties. So you're using Ty, you're using the Apex copier NinjaTrader 8, right? That's what I'm assuming. Yeah, they thought it was you. They thought you were the special guest. I told them, I don't know, sis. I was like, I don't know. She could be. But yeah, that was funny. The trade copier add-in on NinjaTrader that Scalp uses is bulletproof. Yeah, it works good, and it definitely works very, very well in NinjaTrader. Seems like that's one thing I've come to notice. And actually, last weekend I was playing with it a little bit, because I already have the software. I already have NinjaTrader charts. Every time that I sign in, got you, brother. Every time that got you, thank you. Every time that when I sign into my Apex copier, because it's Apex copier NinjaTrader 8, Grand Rising to you, Karate 357. When I sign into my Apex copier NinjaTrader 8, all the NinjaTrader charts pop up. So I already have the software. I'm already, you know what I'm saying? You could pretty much say I'm using it. So all I really need to do is just get on there, learn the charts, learn how to move around. And that's what I've been doing. I'm gonna go to that and see if that changes my copy trading experience, being that I'm using TradeOvate, because y'all know I log in on TradeOvate. So I log into TradeOvate on TradingView is when I say I log into TradeOvate. So yeah, I trade on TradingView, but I log into TradeOvate. So I'll see what it is. That's probably why she's in the Discord today. Queen Honey Mama. Yeah. I don't know, y'all. So we got 87 viewers, 56 likes. Let's get the likes up. Likes are free. It costs you nothing. So other than that, let's keep cracking. We talked about how do fear and greed show up in NQ trading and how do you fight them. We ran through that. So let's go ahead and get into tip of the day. All right. So tip of the day today is always confirm trends on a higher time frame before entering on a lower one. Always confirm trends on a higher time frame before entering on a lower one. Anybody want to elaborate on that? What time frame combo? This is for the chat. What time frame combo do y'all use for NQ? Do you do 15, 5, 1 minute? Do you do 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute? Do you do 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute? What do y'all do? Let me know. What's y'all top down analysis time frames? Let me know. Put in the chat. What are y'all's top down analysis time frames? Britt says she likes the 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. Okay. That's a good one. Laser Focused Mind said 15.51 as well. How about the rest of y'all? What y'all like using? Daily 4 hour, 3 minute for me. That's what's up. Canary. Yeah, I know my sister goes daily 4 hour for real. That's like that's a little cheat code. 1 hour, 15 minute 5. Sister Sneehall. Chrissy said 4 hour, 1 hour, 5 minute. Corp said 4 hour, 1 hour, 1 minute. Mike said 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. Got you. Josh Threats, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. Got it. Mystic Flame, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. Trade on the 1 minute. Got it. Marissa said 1 hour, 15 minute, and 1 minute. Moodinator, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. Blunt Machete, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. But I check the daily and 4 hour, but mainly use the above. Gotcha. V Brewer said 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. Edom 1551. Don't copy me said HSS, so it's just 1 minute for you. Got you. Makes sense. For the strategy that you're trading. Got it. Karai 357 says he goes daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, and 1 minute. He goes all the way down. That's pretty cool. I think that's a good one. Queen Honey Mama says she does monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15, and the 5 minute. Okay, that's good too. That's definitely giving you a Cry 357, Queen Honey Mama. That's definitely giving you a very, very, how would I say, huge range of, top-down analysis, which is cool. The Nation said 15, 5, and 1. Soak said all of them. Nico Coy, what's good? Nico said 5 minute and 1 minute. Bottom said daily, 1 hour, 15, 5, 1 minute, but mainly daily and 5 minute and 1 minute for my strategies. Makes sense. Impress said daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute and 1 minute. Got you. Soak said, I'm driving. I can't text. No worries. We don't want you to have an accident, my brother. For real, the Nation. You don't need TradeGheenyuz for Edge Funder. You buy an account, you click Start Trading, you choose the platform. Then, yep. Thank you, T. Pruitt. Appreciate that. Helping get the Nation and helping him, get going. And thanks for helping to break up any confusion, because I know it can be confusing. Mr. Cologne said 4 hour for direction, 1 hour for highs and lows, 15 minute looking for a break of structure, 5 minute wait for entry, and 1 minute to place. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Q said weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, 5 minute, 1 minute. Got it. Pivot Point said daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, but I only trade on the 15 or 5 minute. Got you. Laser Focus Minded said the 15 minute banger is invalidated. Let's check. No. 15 minute banger is still, hold on. Yes, my bad. 15 minute banger is invalidated. Laser Focus Minded, you are correct. Let me screen share there so we can just go over that, and I'll jump back in the comment section. So yes. So right here, that's our 615 candle. This is our 630 candle. Right? So these candles have to both be going in the same direction, meaning the 615 candle really is the catalyst of this strategy, because the 15-minute candle is what's going to determine what direction we'll be taking this strategy if it plays out. So 15-minute close bullish. 615 candle on the 15-minute time frame close bullish. 630 candle on the 15-minute time frame close bearish. But let me just double check this candle just to make sure, because I don't like to go off a color. So the open is 527.50. The close is 519.50. Yes, the close is lower than the open, so that would definitely make it a bearish candle. So just to confirm that, let's confirm the other one as well. Remember, let's not get into the habit or build a habit of always just relying on the color. Just in case of there could be a glitch or something in the system. The best way to confirm if a candle is bearish or bullish is to look at the numbers. So anytime you scroll over these, you can see these numbers up here are changing as you watch me scrolling. And they're going to change to the color of the candle that it is that you're on. So the reason why I like to do this is because when I hover over there, it's going to give me the open, high, low, close. So I'm going to confirm if this is a bullish or bearish candle based on the open and close of the candle. Of course, if the open is higher than the close, that means this is a bearish candle. If the open is lower than the close, that means that is a bullish candle. So that's how you can confirm that. So yes, 15-minute banger is invalidated, and now price wants to sell. Of course. Because you know what? Honestly, that's exactly what I was looking for. I was looking for a sell. Honestly, if it wasn't FOMC day today, I would take the trade again. I would take it again. I would just go probably like on 2 micros just to make sure I keep my risk intact. But yeah, I would definitely take it again. Because I really, truly, in my heart of hearts, and I know that don't matter, but what I'm saying is, and I'm not based on feeling, in my heart of hearts of characteristics is when I say that, is that price is definitely, is going to sell today, but FOMC can make that, it can make it weird. So I'm just gonna err on the side of caution. It's only one account. Like I said, $460. I can live with that. I leverage properly. My risk was good. Everything was good. So we live to trade another day. All right. So let's get back to tip of the day. All right. So I want to say, let me finish going through here. Nico said, scalping 1 in 5 minute makes sense. Blunt Machete said the whole ladder. Got it. Gigi said daily 1 hour, 15 minute 5. The real Eric Rashad. What's up, my brother? Good to see you. I actually use a 3,000 tick chart for Confluence, trade on 1,000K tick for my strat. Got you. That's what's up, my brother. Good to see you. My preferred way is to be on the 5 minute chart and zoom out to see at least a few days before. Gotcha, Bodovan. Let's see. Regina said 1 hour, 15 minute 5 and 1 minute. Got you. George Powell said 1 hour, 15 minute and 5 minute. Right? Laser focused mind on point. For real. How do you stay so calm and not enter after you was wicked out? It just takes time. You know what I'm saying? It just takes time. It really, truly just takes time to build that up. I've just gotten good at it. I really worked at it though. I really started working on my psychology. Let me share this. What did I say? And y'all know I ain't trying to be right. Just going off characteristics. What'd I say? But it is what it is. Even if I did set a limit order somewhere here, price would have to come back and tap me in. Not that I'm getting back in, but I'm saying this looks like, FOMC price does run weird on FOMC. That's why a lot of the coaches don't trade on FOMC days. There's a lot of times I didn't trade on FOMC days, but today I was seeing a little something and I was just trusting my judgment. You know what I mean? Everybody gets to take a position, for, what they want to do. And yeah, that was the position that I took. It was FOMC. Trump was speaking, but I saw something and I went with that. Like I said, I leveraged correctly. And I leveraged correctly, and I made sure my risk was good, and I made sure that my accounts were good. So either way, and also too, had a little unwanted blessing. I don't know how that may come across, but I had an unwanted blessing. Trade copier who wasn't working, so it only copied into one account. So it's cool, no harm, no foul. Either way, even if it was all the accounts, it's still $450. So at the end of the day, I'm cool with that. And my accounts are still sitting pretty. So, but yeah. So Miss Empress, just going back to that, just something I would say like the end of last year. Yeah, I would say like the end of 2025. No, end of 2024. It was my first year. End of 2024, I really started working on my psychology. Not just for trading, but personally also. Like I worked on that. I really made it a conscious effort to work on that. I grabbed like this. I have this book. It's called Unleash Your Greatness. And it talks about your psychology and because a part of unleashing your greatness is look at that, y'all. Look at that. I'm telling y'all, just based on what I was seeing. Yep. I felt price was going to come right into this little area right here. That's what I was seeing. And because I had 2 dailies right here, which are my 2 targets, this week opening gap. Remember, this is where price closed yesterday, right? Let me move this over a little bit. This is where price closed yesterday. This is right before market. This is right before New York market closed. And then you guys know this is overnight open, Asia open right here. So, but yeah, this is what I was seeing. And I was really looking at price to come here based on when I looked left. So, but if this trade had played out the way I thought it would, I would have already been in one runner, and that runner would be running right now. And as you can see, it barely wicked me out. Right here was my stop loss. But hey, it is what it is. But laser focus minded. Yes, I was working on my psychology, started working on my psychology, like making it a point of effort, making it a point of reference to work on it. And like I said, not just in trading, but personally. You know what I mean? So there's this book I have. It's, like I said, it's called Unleash Your Greatness. And I was reading that book, and I was just doing psychology things. Like, y'all know we have a trading psychologist in our inner circle, right? So I go in there, and also I'm also subscribed to Alan has a newsletter. Shout out to Alan, our trading psychologist. Also too, I bought his book, so I reread his book again. And then I have a lot of stuff from him that you get when you buy the book and you become a part of his community as well. And I was just reading that stuff, going over that stuff, and just, making sure that I'm making sure that I'm not just reading it, but I'm making sure that I'm implementing it, right? So that's just something I just was doing, and I just noticed I just started getting better. And honestly, it's to the point to where now I don't even trip. Like, it don't matter what it is. Not like I'm like, oh man, I lost. It don't even matter anymore. Like, honestly, like when a trade goes against me, I really, truly don't care at that point. Now, when I say I don't care, don't take that out of context. You know what I'm saying? Or don't think it out of context. When I say that I don't care, once price goes against me, at that point, that's when I turn on the like I said, the I don't care attitude comes in. And it's not really attitude, it's just a position that I take, psychologically. Like, at that point, I don't even care. It is what it is. I'm moved on. Like, it's next. Like, it doesn't even bother me anymore, because the one thing that I make sure that I do is I make sure that I leverage correctly, and I make sure that my risk management is intact. Now, it's funny. My trade copy not working will piss me off more than a trade going against me. Literally, like that right there. That I'll be hot on something like that. When I say hot, like not angry with trading, just hot at the fact that this tool I'm using is not working, right? So because it ain't anger, it's frustration when I say that I'm hot. So that frustrated energy is just coming from like this tool not working. That's just my IT background. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know. IT is that's what I used to do before trading, and I just do not like anything digital or any kind of electronics that don't work the way they're supposed to. That's just one of my that is literally like one of my biggest pet peeves, and it's due to my IT background when things are just not working. So there it is. Are there strategies in the inner circle that would trade price action down to the weekly opening gap? Nah. There's no strategies that would do that. Laser focused mind, excuse me. I was taking my strategy. I was hoping my strategy was going to do that. And I'm telling you, I still truly believe that, it's going to come down. And like I said, when I say believe, it's not just a belief. I'm saying belief based on when I look left and based on NQ characteristics and what I was seeing from price action. It's just not what I think. So don't ever think that when I have a bias about something, that's just, oh, I think it's going to do this. No, I believe it's going to do this based on what the characteristics of NQ from what I've seen NQ for the past 2 years, because it's the only ticker that I trade, as well as when I look left and I'm seeing things that I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I go off of. Tamika says use daily for our 15-minute. Cologne is next for me. Nice loss. We'll make it up in the PM. Yeah, never. We never worry about making up our losses. Whatever losses we have, it's just a loss. We don't worry about making it up. Remember, once once that trade goes against us and we pay those bills, because remember, non-profitable trade is a business expense. Y'all may hear me say wins and losses, but that is just for the sake of conversation. But for the sake of trading, when we have a non-profitable trade, remember, it's just a business expense. Trading is your business. So just keep that in mind. Trading is your business, my business, our business. You know what I mean? We're in business. Trading is our business. So anytime that we have a non-profitable trade, we consider that a business expense. That's all it is. We paid some bills. That's all it is. That's all it is. That's why I like to keep that ideology intact and ingrain that in my mind. I would advise you guys to do the same, because that is also going to help you with being able to take and deal with and have a stoic poker face like y'all see me do. Like it just doesn't even matter to me when a trade goes. It's like, who cares? Literally, that's my attitude. It's like, who cares? I'm not even worried about that, because at the end of the day, I only can control what I do before I'm entered into that trade. You know what I mean? And I make sure that I do everything correctly before I place my entry. And then I just go from there. My strategies are proven, and I believe in them. So whenever they set up, I'm going to take them. So there it is. So let's keep going. I think the market is mad at me for hitting that big TP 2 days ago. I got out of two. Miss Empress, that makes sense. Alan's book is great stuff, right, Bettina? For real, for real. Y'all don't sleep on Alan. Anyone in the inner circle, do not sleep on the trading psychology tab. We have a trading psychologist, Alan Divergent. Don't sleep on him. I'm telling you. Go in there. He has a lot of tools. Buy his book. I think it's like $20. Cheap. You know what I mean? It's not even about the money though. It's about the investment into your business. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't think folks really understood how important managing and mastering your psychology. Psychology is not an overnight fix. Not at all. It's not an overnight fix. Something you got to constantly keep working on. It's like a jump shot, right? Think about it. You can find any basketball player that you love that has a great jump shot, and I guarantee you they work on it every single day. They're never like, oh, my jump shot is great, I don't need to work on it anymore. Nah, they work on it every single day. They're not perfecting it. They are mastering it. Same thing with our psychology. Same thing with our trading business. Same thing with our disciplines. We're working towards mastery. That's what we're working towards. Yep. But hey, that's why we take care of our psychology, so these hiccups don't overcome our judgments. Absolutely. Yep. Alan's book is called The Blueprint of Trading Psychology. Absolutely. Same with technology. It must work. Right. Absolutely. Moodinator. I learned to change the channel in my mind after a loss, and especially after a win, because greed can enter. Absolutely. You can't be too high on your wins. You can't be too low on your losses. You just can't do that. You got to be. There's a word I always use. It's the best word. Stoic. Stoic. Go look up the definition of that word. I think, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, it's the epitome of our psychology and our thought process when we're trading. Yep. Learn from the loss and move on. Don't dwell heavily on the why so much, but still learn so you don't repeatedly make the same mistakes. That could lose you tons of profits. Better be safe than sorry. Absolutely. And make sure that you are journaling. Make sure you are journaling. Now, for me, I don't get a chance to journal right now, but I always go back and I journal. The good thing is you can go back and you can check your entries. So when you log in and when you're logged in and you go down to the bottom of the screen where you're logged in at, and it has like Trade of Aid and it has your account and stuff like that. If you just expand that window, it has some headings there. You have positions, orders, account summary, and a notifications log. So you can go in there and it tells you exactly what your price point was, all that stuff. How many contracts you were in, has all of that. So you can do that. With that stated, that's pretty much how I'm able to go back and journal. And then also too, I can go back and just go on my live stream, and I can just look and check it out that way if I wanted to. But either way, what I like to do is I always like to always still check my feelings. Like in my journal, I always still write like what were my emotions? What were my emotions? You know what I mean? And every day it's been pretty much on point. I never think that my emotions are just great. Oh, let me say this. I don't ever think that my emotions are so good to where I don't need to focus on them. I know that I do have my emotions intact. That's one thing that I do. I have confidence in that, but I still make sure that I'm auditing that. So, I just stay on top of it. It's just like getting ahead of something, right? You just staying ahead of it. Just always, being mindful of my emotions. So that's something that I still continue to do. If the Knicks come back and win, we can also. I will take the loss on the chin. Yeah. You take it on the chin. Good point. Good point. These, and that's what I do. I take these business expenses. I just take it on the chin. I'm like, okay, my business. We pay some bills today. Yep. Absolutely, Bettina. Yeah, staying stoic. Like I said, look up the definition of that word, and then you'll really see how I really truly believe, like I said, in my humble opinion, that is the perfect word to keep. That's the perfect word of keeping your emotions intact when you're trading. Just stay stoic, and that's like no matter what happens. Now, I know there's times like we'll see a huge candle, and then that'll bring up a more, like we see like a huge candle with dump or buy, whatever, a huge lightsaber. We're always like, whoa, where'd that come from? See how easy, how like the trading and the charts can just bring up an emotion, like real easy, right? Because we all do it. I'm guilty. I do it, right? We see a big log candle, like, whoa, what happened? Like, what's going on? Who's talking? You see how easy our emotions can be triggered? That's why it's very, very, very important to make sure that you are exercising, how would I say, great understanding of when to like bring it back. Tell yourself, bring it back. Like don't allow yourself to get too high, because it's very, very easy to do that. We're human first before anything. Yeah, I'm a little frustrated with myself. Took 930 breakout strat this morning, but entered my position wrong and lost because of my mistake. It's so hard to know sometimes where to place my entry. I would say more drifter. You know what? You gotta back test, my guy. That's what that is. You got to back test. You don't take no shortcuts. You got to back test, because that's what's going to help you keep your entries where they need to be. You got to back test. When I hear that, that's the first thing that I automatically, I already know. I know you have not, whoever you are, if you say something like that, I'm going to be like, yep, you have not gone back 3 years and back tested. Because back testing just a little bit, that doesn't mean anything. You got to go back 3 years, and you got to back test fully, those 3 years, period. So, cannot be complacent. Absolutely. I really appreciate this morning's discussion topics. Oh, absolutely, Gigi. This is what we do. Alan's channel is a much underused and valuable resource. Yep. Canary Poker's candidness and insights are on point as well. I'm grateful for it all. Absolutely. Something to remind yourself when stuff can seem chaotic. Absolutely. Very, very true. Very, very true. Very, very true. Exercise due diligences. Absolutely. Back test. No doubt. That's what you got to work on, Morbid. Back test your stuff, bro. For real. And I guarantee you won't be making mistakes and not knowing where to place your entry, because the back testing is what's going to allow you to do that. Think about how many trades. The real Eric Rashad. Appreciate you, my brother. Appreciate you on the super chat. He said, man, let me pop that up on screen. Even though it came up, I want to pop it up also. Love my brother. Keep helping the people. Absolutely. You already know. Me and you, we met in person. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You already know my heart, and I know yours as well. That's what's up. But I appreciate you, my brother. For real. I appreciate you. As always. You've always literally, it don't have nothing to do with the super chat, but that highlighted what I'm about to say. You've always been a bright light in the community. You know what I mean? Even from day one. You know what I mean? Even when I met you, I was like, oh yeah, good brother. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. All right, got you. Got you, Morbid. Got you. How do you backtest micros when they start and expire less than 3 years? The FX replay allow you to do that. Yeah, you can go back. You can go back. Literally, you can go back to when your mother or your father was born. Like literally, like you can go anywhere and you can go all the way back. So you got to use FX replay, laser focused mind. You have to use that. That's the best tool. I would not I mean, it's cool. Backtesting and TradingView, it's cool. They have the replay function. But what you're going to be missing out on is you're going to be missing out on all the analytics. Also, too, FX replay allows you to put your trade strategies, your trade steps, like the steps of the strategy that you're trading, to put that and create a session. And then you can go into that session and you can just go back wherever you want to go back. You can start it wherever you want to start it. It's actually really, 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 really cool. It's the best thing going. I would recommend it to anyone. I tell everyone the best tool in our trading toolbox literally would be FX replay. Why? Because not only is because of that is back testing, but because of all the analytics you get when you do it. Like it gives you everything. It gives you stuff you're not going to even think about. Seriously. It's going to give you, I'm telling you, it's going to give you analytics that you're not going to even think about. Man, it does so many analytics. It's unreal. And then as I stated, you can set up a session and you can just go into that session. And when, like, let's say you created your session, you backtest today for a couple of hours, and then you shut it down, you go about your personal life, you come back tomorrow or the next day, and you can go right back into that same session and picked up where you left off. That's what's up. Sports Talk with Mr. Bailey. Thanks for subscribing. Glad that you're here, my guy. For real, for real. All right. Marissa said, I started with a 150K funded account and made it up to 161 and couldn't hold it for 7-day period. Now I'm all the way down to 95K. Do you think I need a reset or keep trying to? Nah. I'm going to tell y'all this. This is how I look at it, right? This is my humble opinion. There's ain't no call out of anyone or nothing like that. Y'all know how I am. This is just my humble opinion. And actually, I had this conversation with Mr. Cologne. He'll tell you this. And I'm trying to think of someone else. I just can't remember who it was. But Mr. Cologne will tell you this because he asked me the same question. I think Ty. Yeah, Ty also. Anytime you have an account where it happens to go, the balance is way low, or way low than when I say way low, like the balance is just a lot farther from wherever it was, from wherever the starting point was, or even from wherever you had it. Never abandon the account. Resetting it is too easy, right? Think about it. If you get into a habit of every time an account gets, to a certain point and you just like, you ready to tap out, I feel like that's quitting. And let me explain. Wherever that account is, like, don't reset it. Keep trading it. It gives you an opportunity to what? Bring the account back, but also too to see what you're made of. Like really, really dig in. Dig in. You know what I mean? Put your best foot forward. Check your journals. Do all your things that you need to do, to make sure that you get that account back up, because you can get it back up. You can get it back up. Now, don't let it discourage you because it got down. If you had it at 161, if it's a 150K account and you got it up 11 bands, right? Because you said you got it at 161, that means you can get it back there again. You did it once. Like, don't abandon your accounts. Don't quit. That's quitting, in my opinion. Don't quit. Don't quit on the account because it's all the way down there. Like I said, work at getting it back. Just take your time. Oh, Soak It Insider. He was 6 bands down in his account, and it took him about 30 days, but guess what? He ended up bringing the account back. Yeah, he brought it back. So, like I said, it took him some time, but you don't abandon your accounts. You work at it. Like I said, it'll give you a gauging point of what are you made of? Like, ask yourself that question. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, what am I made of? Am I just going to quit? Just going to bail on the account? Or am I going to suck it up and take my time and build it back up? That's what I would always recommend. I would never recommend resetting it, period. Man, I can't wait to get in this inner circle. I heard that. Stone these times. Trend, when is your next backtest course open? Actually, we're going to be doing something. Trend, I need a little help. My candles are looking ugly on my YM chart. I'm about to send it to you. Okay, cool. Send it to, just DM it to me. I'll get a chance to look at it. Maybe not on stream, depending on how busy we, because we're getting close to possibly our guests tapping in. We're just waiting for them to, I'm just waiting for them to let me know when they tapping in. So we'll be waiting. FX replay versus trading view replay. FX replay is the best, no comparison. Absolutely. So many things you can, absolutely. It will also save you, absolutely, it'll save you a lot of money. Sports talk, thanks, brother. I'm new to trading futures. I can't wait to invest more into trading psychology. Absolutely. I would recommend, Mr. Bailey, I would recommend that's all you need to invest in is your psychology. That's what's the main important thing in trading is your psychology. You can have the best strategy, the best win rate, the best price action. None of that matters if you don't have psychology. It starts there first. Because psychology is what's going to make you a process-driven trader versus a profit-driven trader. And if you're a profit-driven trader, I can guarantee you, unfortunately, you ain't gonna be in this business too long. I can promise you that. That's a promise. I can promise you that. But if you are a process-driven trader, if you focus on your process, you focus on, how would I say, everything, every aspect of your psychology, I guarantee you just keep putting in the work, and profits gonna come. You ain't gonna have to look for them. The profits and the payouts, they gonna come. Remember, the profits and the payouts are a byproduct of what we do. There's so much that has to happen before we get to that point. Queen Honey Mom, in the beginning of the show, you mentioned a journaling session y'all had. Is it available in our resources? I'm not seeing it. Yes, it is available. I actually dropped we did do a journaling session, but I also dropped a video on journaling. I'm sorry, we didn't do a journaling session, blah. We did a backtesting session. My bad, y'all. We did a backtesting session, and if you go into TradeGheenyuz resources, it's there. Matter of fact, I'll shoot you the link. Also, too, I also dropped a journaling video. My team dropped that sometime last night. They dropped it. So let me go in here and let me get the one thing on the back testing that we did. Let me go in there right now and right here. Where is it? Right here, back testing replay. I'll shoot the link. Copy link. Bam. All right. So if you're not in the inner circle, you won't be able to access this. You have to be in the inner circle in order to be able to access this. So if you try to access it and and you're not in the inner circle, just want to be upfront and transparent that you're not going to be able to get in. Let me see here. Yeah. So there it is. Let's see here. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Mr. Bailey. Anytime. Let's see here. We say kept going, was down 5 and 6K, got them both back in the money. It made me so confident that I can do this now. Absolutely. This is what I'm talking about. For anyone who think or you're considering abandoning an account, you can holler at Ty, you can holler at Soaking Insider, you can holler at Benjamin Cologne. They'll tell you. They had accounts that were way down. This was 2 accounts that Ty had down, 5 and 6K. That's a lot of bread. Soak was down 6K too. Mr. Cologne, I don't remember what he was down, but he was down a good ways too. And guess what? They all brought their accounts back. But they all asked me, should I reset? And they'll tell you what I told them. Nah, we don't reset nothing. We ain't resetting anything. We're gonna get that account back. And you saw what Ty said, right? What was the main thing? What was the main thing about his statement in the comment section? It wasn't the fact that he was down 5 and 6K and brought them back. You know what the main thing was? His confidence. You know what it did for his confidence? Could you imagine? So just put yourself in his shoes, right? What would that do for your confidence? Literally. For you as well, Marissa, like just think about what that would do for your confidence. You brought account back that was all the way down. Straight up. Like that is going to boost your confidence to a level that you couldn't even imagine. Literally. So always keep in mind, you have to, like suck it up. Just take it on the chin and just keep pushing. And don't let the account, where the account is, like however much you're down, 5K, 6K, 1K, 4K, don't let that even get into your brain. Just focus on the process. Focus on doing what you got to do to get the account back up. That's it. That's all you got to focus on. Don't worry about nothing else. Don't worry about anything else. Mark Douglas, trading psychology is also helpful. I'm familiar. I'm definitely familiar with him, Bettina. I have a TradingView and TradeZilla at the moment. The AI insight is clutch. I struggle with finding my process and being consistent in that. Absolutely. TradeZilla is good. It's good, but I recommend FX Replay. Nothing better than that. Literally, there's nothing better than that. And we talked about this yesterday. I'm not just saying that FX Replay is good, that they are like the best in my opinion. I had been saying this, and it's funny how they reached out to me. So I don't know, maybe somebody was watching my videos or something, but they reached out to me. Had a meeting with them yesterday. We're going to be doing a partnership together. We're going to be doing another meeting today. I think I was talking to y'all about that. I think it was on stream last night. I think it was on stream. Or it was either in our members only stream or in our live stream. I don't remember which one. I think it was in our members only stream last night. But yeah, we're in a little partnership. Where we're going to be entering into a partnership, business to business, and I'm right now working on trying to get at least 40% off for my community, off the accounts. Like I'm talking about not just one time, I'm talking about that will be my code, 40% off for anyone that wants to get it. Now it's not yet. They offer me a little bit less than that. We're at 30, but I'm still in negotiation on getting to 40. I have a little business, how would I say, like a little business idea that I'm going to run by them. And I'm almost sure I can get them to 40, but that's what I'm working on. So we're going to finalize that today. So nah, for real, Trent, I'll be watching you saying, listen to Trent and still do something different. That mind is, I'm telling you, your subconscious mind is something. If you think about it, our subconscious mind is taught, let me get to mainframe. Our subconscious mind, we're taught to, it's like our subconscious mind is designed to keep us safe, right? That's what it's supposed to do. So it's doing its job. The problem with that is it does not work in trading. That's the problem. So that's why we're fighting. That's why a lot of us have that fight, right? Well, all of us have that fight, right? Meaning when we're in trading and we're fighting with our psychology, right? Because like I said, our mind is taught to keep us safe. You know what I'm saying? So, with that stated, when it comes to trading, it's a whole different world when it comes to psychology. You know, you can't even deal with emotions at all. Just that in itself is tough, right? That's tough, period. Like that's tough. That's why it takes a lot of work, but you got to keep working on it. Karate 357 said, I created separate sessions for each strategy on FX Replay. I'm telling you, that's the beauty in that. How do you build your psychology? Recommendations. I'm not sure what community you're in. If you're in the inner circle, I would definitely say if you want to build your psychology, the first thing that you can do is go into the Master Trading Psychology tab and start there. Yep. I would say do that. Start there. if you're not in the inner circle, then I would say there's some books. Let me drop this book. There's a really, really good book for trading psychology. It's in my description on my YouTube channel, but I'll drop it in the comment section. It's an amazing book. It's not a good book. It's an amazing book. And I would definitely say, you know what? Start here, read this book. But you have to do some reading. You have to. When you're dealing with your when you're dealing with your psychology, you're gonna have to do some reading. So let me get there, and let me jump in there, and let me grab this link real quick. The book is called, a lot of you guys already know, some of you already have it. It's called The Best Loser Wins. The Best Loser Wins. It's a great, great book. You can't go wrong. It's a book that I've read. I've actually read it twice since I've had it. I think it's something that is good just to, I think if you read it at least 2 times, maybe 3, I think you'll be solid. I'm not saying that you're gonna master your psychology, but I'm saying you'll be solid enough where I think that right there will give you a great foundation as to it'll give you a great foundation as to, where you either need to begin or where you need to, continue on in your psychology. Straight up. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Let me keep going. How do you become a part of the inner circle? Well, what you'll have to do is you'll have to watch Juvier's videos. So go to his YouTube channel, subscribe if you haven't done that already. And he'll have videos. He actually opens up, whenever there's open slots, he'll make a video. And then during that time, will announce the open slots. There'll be a link where you'll be able to set up your interview. We are a prestigious community. Unfortunately, you can't just go to a website and just, pay for a membership like that. You have to go through interview process and all of that stuff. So, and there also have to be slots open. He don't just, think about it. He could have just had started a website and just let people go on and just pay and just get in and just, just flood the inner circle. But that's never was his intentions. And that's not how, how the inner circle operates. So as I said, that's what keeps our community prestigious. And that's really what's important. But yeah, so that's the best that's the best thing that I would say. Just, you got to watch his videos, and I don't even, he does it when he does it. You know what I mean? So you just got to be locked in. There's no set time limit. He don't do it like every other month. There's no set. He does it when he feels that, it's time to, open up some more slots. That's the only thing that I can say on that. OG said, great job. Yeah, exactly. That is true motivation, for real. Yep. I agree. It's just been 2 consistent weeks. I'm not making any progress whatsoever. I'm extremely unmotivating. But you got to remember too, Marissa, it takes time. It takes at least a good 5 months to get everything in front of you. It takes a good 5 months just for that. And then once you have everything in front of you, when I say everything in front of you, I'm meaning like knowing that you got the proper charts. You have the proper subscriptions to the proper platforms, whether that's TradingView, FX Replay. I recommend the written journal. I don't recommend the digital journal. I recommend written. Why written? Because when you write, you remember. It's much easier for you to write. Because think about it, writing, it also gives you a response. It also makes your written journal makes a responsibility. It gives you a responsibility that you have to write in this thing every day. Digital journal, it just records it for you. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying a digital journal is bad, but I know that a written journal is 100 times more effective. And if you want to be good at what you do and you want to learn this financial skill, you know what I'm saying? And, build up some good wealth, personal wealth, generational wealth. I always want to do what's the most effective. So for me, the most effective is a written journal. And also I did I dropped the video. I said that earlier. I dropped the video on journaling. Just dropped it last night. Go check it out. But I would say that's where you want to be. And it can be unmotivating, but you got to get that out your head. No feelings. No feelings. And I know that's tough. That's something that, everyone has to work at, but I know that's something that you have to work at, but just, you still got to keep that in mind. We're all under construction. I'm 2 years into my career, and there's things in my psychology that I'm trying to master. Like, I know all of my strats. I know how to take them. I know all of that stuff. I have everything in front of me. I know what I'm looking at on the charts. I know what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? Those kinds of things, but I'm still mastering my psychology. Is that something that I will ever have all the way down? Will I master it? I don't know. I feel like mastery is constantly working at it, right? It's like that when I use the analogy of a basketball player and a jump shot. When do they ever say, okay, my jump shot is good? I'm at the point now, I've been doing this 5, 6, 7 years. I've been 10 years in the league, in the NBA, hypothetically speaking, and I'm good. Nah, they're always working. So your psychology is something that you're always going to continue to work on. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. I won a 30-day subscription from Coach Before. Yeah. I saw that, Ty. Congrats. I saw that that was the challenge. Yeah, I'll be doing some of those for the community as well. Absolutely. That's what's up. So 12 more thumbs makes a full house. Hit that like button. 12 more likes makes a full house. Hit that button. Have a great day, all. Got to get to work before my subconscious think I'm just watching them. That's what's up. So have a good day, brother. Absolutely. Appreciate all the love. Braco Ferguson, Gigi, Guy, thanks for negotiating of course, it's my community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to make sure y'all good. I mean, it's cool. I'm get the little personal, I get the little, they're giving me like my own free, they give me a free account. I mean, I've been paying for it for the past couple of years. So at the end of the day, it's neither here nor there. It's $30, right? I mean, I'm definitely grateful. I don't want to sound ingrateful, but I'm definitely grateful that they are, that they offered that. But I mean, I feel that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to get to something even better than that. They also gave me a decent percentage off for the community, but I want to work for something higher than that. I want at least 40% for y'all. And I'll be working on that today. We have another meeting. I got a meeting with the higher ups. And also too, I have a business opportunity that I want to present to them on another level as well. You can even listen to it on YouTube. Absolutely. It's a sweet community. The best. I appreciate that. Queen Honey Mama Trang. God best loser. Thanks. Absolutely. One of the ways to master trading psychology is actually follow the advice and instructions given without modifying it or overthinking them. We can't master anything we haven't tried first. That's facts. Facts, Garage 357. Jason Kramer said there's another like. That's what's up. Got to head. I'll see y'all tonight. That's what's up, Todd. Have a great day, brother. T. Pruitt. Okay, so see you later. That's what's up. I got 2 phones, one for the plug, one for the dough. I love it. I love it. Shout out to Kevin Gates. I love it. I love it. I love it. T. Cool said thanks. Oh, absolutely. 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 Yeah, man. So, yeah, we just about right. Oh, man, that's great. We got the amount of likes. I definitely understand the process of writing in a journal. However, do you have a digital journal that you recommend? For those who are constantly on the move, I don't send because I haven't used one, brother. I know people say TradeZilla is good. I haven't used it, but just going off of what I've heard, that's what I heard. But I can't give you one that I could say, hey, bro, I use this one. This one's solid. But I would say try TradeZilla. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just never tried it myself. Yeah. I know for you, you definitely could use that because you are on the move. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm hearing a lot of feedback into the stream. Can you ask for replay team if it would be possible to apply the new code to existing accounts so we don't lose the data? I can ask them that. But I think once you have your account, you have it. You know what I'm saying? But I'll ask them that. That's a good question. Definitely a good question. Actually, I was going to ask them that anyway because I know a lot of you guys already had it. You know what I'm saying? Because prior to our back testing session that we did, I know a lot of you guys got it. So that was going to be one of my questions. I had that on my list. A couple of things that I want to talk to them about. Like I was going to ask them like, what about my community, the existing members in my community? Like, how would they be able to, what would they be able to take advantage of? That was actually my question. So that lines right up with what you're asking me, Badavan. But yes. Trains how to place a limit order for a specific time. For example, 9:30 breakout without being tapped into early. Gym bound family, but I'm still absolutely V Brewer. All right, Edom. So I'll shoot, y'all. I'll shoot. I just got that. I got that jingling. I got that jingling, y'all. Uh-oh. We got our special guest in the building. So, yeah. So, I guess y'all already know where we going now. Well, without further ado, I've been trying to lock down this gentleman for a while. He's very busy, but at the end of the day, I am definitely happy to announce, how would I say, he's definitely a really, really good brother. Somebody I've definitely, how could I say, I gotta make sure I get this right. Someone who I can say I've like totally like have so much respect for. I got a lot of love for the brother too. And that's real. Somebody who I know has a great heart. And it's just really, really a good human. You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's what's most important. And I definitely, all I can say is, man, is like this brother, man, he's like I say, he's a good guy, man. He's always there to, how would I say, he's always there to, how could I put this? He's always there to, he's always there at the right time. Like if you listen to his story, you understand, like, you know, the stuff, you know, the stuff that he's done, how he's always helping people, how he's always, you know what I'm saying, like just giving back. He's our fearless leader. He's the co-founder of the TEF. He's our fearless leader in the inner circle. Man, without further ado, I want to bring on my brother, Juvier, in the building. And I definitely want to, I want everybody to, give this brother a good Trade Genius Live welcome and just drop a bunch of gems in the chat for me right now, please. I just want to see a bunch of gems. And the brother he ain't gonna say a word until I see a whole bunch of gems dropping in here. For real. I need to see gems dropping in here. That's what I need to see. Or I'm gonna mute his mic and he ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let him go back to what he was doing, because he's a very, very busy man and he's here with us today. And we gonna make sure that we give him that warm welcome. And I ain't seeing no gems, and I'm serious. I will let him go back to what he's doing. For real. I will definitely let this brother go back. I want to see gems dropping. I want to see nothing but gems in here. Please drop them gems, y'all. I'm waiting. Drop them gems. What's up, brother? Man, I'm so happy to have you here, man. It was very, very important, brother, that you be the first interview for the stream, for a lot of reasons. I felt like I could not interview anyone and bring anyone on this stream without having you first. And honestly, like I said, man, you've inspired me to do a lot of things, brother. You are a lot younger than I am. Actually, my son, bro, you could be my son. Let's just keep it real. My son is my son is your age. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. But at the end of the day, bro, you inspire me like a brother. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I've always told people when they ask me, like, what community you're in? I'm like, yeah, it's a brother named Juvier. Go on the YouTube channel. I would show people. Like, I was always like so excited, bro, to always talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you are a good human, bro. And I'm just so glad that, you are here, with us today. And we gonna get in it, man. So, Of course, brother. Absolutely, absolutely, bro. That that was the main thing for the channel, brother. That had to happen. I was not interviewing anybody until I got you first, straight up. But yeah, brother. But yeah. So let's get in it. So before we get into all the trading stuff, I want you to just paint us a picture, man. Just let everybody know who you are, what does a typical day look like for you, not only just as a co-founder, but also as our fearless leader in Inner Circle. Javier, I think you might be still muted, brother. Hold on one second. Everyone's telling me that you're muted, but I see you. Let's see here. I can hear you. There we go. Can y'all hear him now? Can everybody? Yeah. We're ready for them to respond. Yeah. It is. It is. Chat? Can y'all hear him? Give me some thumbs up if y'all can hear him. I know it's like a little 8-second delay. A little bit delay saying no, not yet. Okay. Well, I see him moving here and here. That's up. Everything's up. Volume's up. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yep, everything's up. All levels are up. Yep, he's not muted on my end. He's definitely in the broadcast. Nothing's muted. Everybody's saying no. Uh-oh. Well, let's figure it out. Let's see here. You're in. I see. Yes, sir. And everyone's saying no sound. How could we not have any sound? I have all my levels up. Everything's up. And I'm using Ecamm Live. Unplug them and plug them back in. Okay. I don't want to do. That'll fix it. Let's try it. Let's hold on one sec. All right. Boom. He's gonna come back. We're gonna give him a second to come back in, y'all. All right. Boom. I think we should be good. What about now, y'all? Let us know. No, I got you on my monitor. I got production. I got production team on the right side to let me know that we was having issues. What about now? Can y'all hear him? Not yet. Okay. Everything is. You're not muted. You're in there. Let's see here. Look at Scout said, "What is this blasphemy?" he was gonna go. He was gonna go super hard on us. Yeah, everything is up. Nope, everything is up on my end. And I can hear you in my ear, still nothing. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see here, interview. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, everything is up. I'm not understanding why they can't hear you. That's poo-poo. Let's see here. So that's right. All my settings are right, and I can definitely see you moving in my volume on my side. So yeah. Even my interview guest is moving. You're not muted anywhere. Yeah, his mic, he said his mic, I'm sure his mic his mic got to be on because I can hear him. Yeah, I can hear him in my monitor. And the funny thing is we tested this for 2 hours. Okay, we are hearing some static. They're hearing some static. Scout said definitely Juvier's fault. No, it ain't. I'll take the pill. I'm going to take the pill for that. Let's see here. I got him assigned. He's assigned correctly. Thing is going. Yep, you're in there. That is interesting. Let's see here. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, everything is in. That is so weird. Everything is in. Everything is. You know what? Hold on one sec. Let me close my door. That's the gardeners out there. That's what they're hearing. That is this feedback coming in. 1 second. Let me go do that real quick. Let me close my door. All right, I am back, y'all. All right, we got to figure this out. What we got? They say he's still muted. That is crazy. No, not through Zoom. We're definitely going through. We're straight through Ecamm Live, and everything is up too because I just checked. Mike. Mike is up. Yeah, he went out and came back in. Let's see. Everything is up. You're where you need to be. I can hear you. You're not muted anywhere. Why is it not going into the feed? Very interesting. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. And boom. This is the most oddest thing. All right, let me do a little bit of research. Interview. Just be patient with us, y'all. Interview guests. Not Yep, I'm in there. Wow, it's crazy that they cannot hear you. Okay, did that. That's good. I looked in here. Everything is good there. Yeah, everything is good. That is the most oddest thing. Let's see here. I know y'all, right? Well, it's all good. Yeah. Interview. Guest is not heard on. And we tested, and just to let y'all know, stream, we tested this yesterday for 2 hours, and we tested it this morning. So, just one of those things. The devil working. That's all right. That's all right. It says check their browser app microphone settings, ensure their audio source is unmuted and routed properly in your streaming software. I did that and verified that the guest is being suppressed. Oh, let me make sure that you're being suppressed by noise cancellation. I had that set. Audio mixing and routing, everything is up. Yeah, everything is up. That is the most oddest thing. Okay, now I got you muted on my end, and now you're unmuted. So, that's weird. Trying to take him off your earpiece. Yeah, no, it's not my earpiece. My earpiece is just for me to hear, and he's not on my earpiece. He's actually in the broadcast. It's just I can hear everything through my earpiece chat. let's see here. You want to try to do this, maybe try switching, maybe trying your, I know it's hard for you to use your phone because then we're not going to have good, yeah, we're not going to have good, good mic. Yeah. Yeah. That is poo-poo. Let's see, audio mixer streaming. I can audio mixer and show the guest audio track is enabled, not muted. Yeah, everything here is enabled. Nothing's muted. Yep. Wow, we did all of that. We checked all of that. That is so weird. Reconnection third audio feed glitches. Have the guest completely leave the stream. Lincoln, we did that. Audio monitoring, verify your streaming platforms. Like we did that. Let's see. Confirm they haven't accidentally muted. No, they haven't accidentally muted themselves. I know he know what he's doing. Let's see here. Let's see here. See if we can do this. Let me check this.
Until now, if a guest picked the wrong mic or camera, there wasn't much you could do, except try and talk them through how to fix the issues. Well, now you can easily help. Let's join Anya in the studio, and I'll show you how. Hey Anya, how you doing?
Let me get it back in. All right, he's back in the room. Let me add him here. And let's get him assigned. Guest Juvier. Assign him to guest one. All right. Can you? It's all good, brother. It's all good. How about now? Can you guys? Yeah, there's a absolutely. Can you guys hear? Can you guys hear my brother? Can y'all hear my brother? Yeah, he probably came in and hacked it. Still can't hear anything. I think Scalp. So he said I think Scalp stopped him from blocking the theme song for the first time he tried to share it. That is funny. And you're up. The funny thing is you're up all on my muted levels. Everything is up. Nothing is. You're not. Yeah, you're not at all. Yeah, you're all the levels are up. This is the most weirdest thing. Let me see. Let me do this. Yeah, that's in. Let's see here. Well, yep, the devil messing with us. Still can't hear anything. Oh, darn it. All right, so let's do this. Let me see if I can zoom you in. I can hear you, and I can hear. Can you hear yourself on your end? Gotcha. Yeah, I can't use my phone, y'all. I can't use my phone. I have to use my software. Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's publish it. All right, so he's back. How about now, y'all? Can y'all hear him? 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 Not yet. Still muted. All right. Well, let me try to. Yeah, let's try to Zoom it. Let me send you a Zoom link real quick. Let me get this set up. Let's do this. Let me do a new meeting, and let's Zoom it, and then we can see if we can possibly even do it that way. So let me send you a Zoom link real quick. Wow, the devil is at us today. And just to let y'all know, chat, we just be patient with us. We definitely worked on this, me and the team. We worked on this last night for like a good hour or so, and again this morning. So yeah, it's kind of weird how this is going on now. So let's see here. So let me publish that. All right, so that's there. Let's see here. Nope, that's good. And the thing is, I would have to put a Zoom. Let me get a Zoom link out. All right, let me just set that up real quick. Let me go to Zoom and set it up. My apologies, my brother. You know what I mean? Yeah, it does. Not today. Today is not the day that it's supposed to be happening. Like not today. Out of any day but today. But that's all right. Exactly. All right, so let's do this. Let me schedule it. We're gonna schedule it for now, right now. So 6, what time is it? It's 8:02. So let's go here. We're just gonna say 8 o'clock, 8:02. And then I'll have to send a Zoom link out to everyone, huh? Yeah. Let's see here. How to be the only way. Um, um, I'm not sure because I never. Yeah, I'm in my Zoom feature now. Yeah, I'm definitely in my. We're in my Zoom feature now, and that's what I did. I'm trying to see how I can get that to. Does everybody have to be on it? Yeah. Um, okay. So, and yeah, I have. Okay, so just share it to. Let me see if I can put that. Right. But if I do that, let's see. I'm sharing my screen, but only he can see that though. I have to get everybody else into the production. That's the thing. Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm just gonna have to do a Zoom meeting, and then I'll just do it like that. Let me just set up a Zoom, and then I'll have to put the Zoom meeting out in the. Yeah, that's what I have to do. I'll just do it like that. I'm gonna do a Zoom meeting out, and then I can bring him in, and then he and I can just do it that way. That'll pro. Yeah, that'll probably just have to be the best way. So let me just schedule this real quick. So today's 17th, 8 a.m. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it now and save. And then I gotta go and I gotta put this Zoom link into the chat. All right, so invite link. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that right now. So let's go Discord and let's go general discussion and Zoom link for interview. All right, let me put that there. And then let's do this. Yeah, we want to do that. That might be easier, right? Yeah, that might be easier, brother. Want to just do that? Want to? Yeah, set it up. Yeah, we gonna go to Discord, everybody. He gonna try to set up the us doing it in Discord for everyone, because everyone's yeah. Well, let's see here, TEF. He'll have to do it in TEF so everyone can go into TEF. So this way, because if he can't, he have to do it in yeah. We'll do it. It'll be an Edge Funder, yeah. Yeah. It'll be in the Edge Funder for sure. So let's just do that. Cool. He's gonna set it up. Darn it. Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna do it on Discord. He's gonna do it in TEF so everybody will be able to jump in. Chat, we're gonna send a link in 1 second. We're gonna do it through Discord on TEF. And my apologies, y'all. I mean, truly don't really even know what's going on. This is poo-poo. We tested this. Me and the team tested this yesterday for about an hour and a half. We tested it this morning in the 5 o'clock hour. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this. And let's everyone just go into the TF Discord. Well, I'm not going to end it yet. I'm going to wait until we get the link up. Juvier is setting it up. We're going to do everything through the TF Discord, and then we'll get it rocking. It's all good. Juvier definitely broke it. And I appreciate y'all patience, for real. I ain't gonna lie. I am like, ugh, right now, but it is what it is. We gotta, live to fight another day, right? We gotta live to fight another day. So Yeah, Juvier's setting it up now, y'all. Yeah, he's setting it up now. Let's see here. Let me